For game number 2. This is Kasa's chance to tie things up, or will we have another 2-0? We've only seen 2-0 so far today, actually. Except the one match we didn't see at all. I think that was a 2-1.
Yeah, but that was a 2-0 too.
Oh, it was? Yeah, see,
I mean, he got the 2-0 walkover, so.
Oh, yeah. No, I meant the night end game. I think the night end game was a 2-1.
Knight had won. Didn't he won 2-0 versus Runa?
I
actually think so.
You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking about numbers.
I don't know.
But we have in the top right position the purple Protoss. I always love that. You get the alliteration going. The purple Protoss player. If only his name was something like with a P, like Prime or I don't know. But it is, or Patience. It's
Patience would have been perfect.
Yeah, the purple Protoss player Patience. But this time around, it is Neurosoft's Welmu, and he's up 1-0. This is a best of 3, and the winner will only have one more match to win that'll be played tomorrow to determine whether or not they can get into the Dreamhack Winter Tournament, which is going to be really, really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go there. I'm going to watch the games. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I can imagine. It's... I don't know.
You want to come to like every Dreamhack now, right?
Yeah,
when
I
you've been there
wish.
once, you never want to miss out.
If I could, I would just go to every Dreamhack again forever. Koss is the pink Terran in the bottom left. He's opening up Reaper once more. That gas into the that barracks straight into the gas. So it's actually really funny. I had a nightmare that there was a Dreamhack in Paris and I got lost and no one spoke English. It's like I have a fear when I travel of getting stuck somewhere and not being able to communicate with anybody. So just like, well, because everyone always warns me, they're like, yeah, most people in Europe will speak English, but Kasa's actually going double barracks. This is going to be Mega Reaper, and Welmu comes in, he's like, okay, this looks like last game.
But he only saw one of them, right?
Yeah,
He only scouted one of the barracks, and he can't really know yet. He can't really know.
I think when you see that the orbital command doesn't immediately start, then you kind of have a hint where it's like, okay, so he has one supply depot. He didn't go for a fast wall off. Where's the orbital? Maybe he anticipates this. Maybe he doesn't. It's a bit of a tough read to make, in all honesty. But Welmu is going for a second gas. This isn't that straight up super fast one gateway expand. He's not even chrono boosting probes out anymore.
But yeah, it's hard to tell if he knows, if he really checked for the timing of that orbital. But he is chrono boosting out the Stalker here.
Yeah, and there's a proxy pylon.
So he might know. Yeah.
I think this could be like a proxy Stargate. Oh, there's Google asking me if I'm still here. Yep.
I thought you meant that Google was asking you if there was a proxy Stargate going on, but
yeah, exactly.
It just sounded like that when you were talking.
Yeah.
So you're still here. Google Plus will be happy, and 2 Reapers on the way for our Terran player, and one is already almost at the base of the Protoss, but there is no expansion there.
Yeah, it's a proxy robotics facility too. This is a really. This is
this
really
going to be a crazy one base immortal?
Yeah, it's got to be immortal. Proxy warp gate 4 gate was a thing,
but
I don't know. No.
That's not going to happen. It's going to be immortals.
Yeah, this is Welmu. It's not Maximus Black or anything. But the 3 Reapers are coming in, and he didn't go up to 5, which is interesting. You need 5 to actually fight head-to-head versus Stalkers. 3
I think it might be because he saw that there was no expansion, and he was like, oh wow, I'm not going to do much here anyway, so
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I might as well stay with 3.
I think the Marines are for defense. Yeah, I agree with you completely. And they'll come in, and they'll see he's got gas, and there's no tech. But I think when you see the number of pylons, there's only 2, and the 3rd one is so late, he has to know. But he's actually killing off a lot of probes here.
Yeah, how many probes did he get
7.
There?
He's killed 7 probes.
Wow,
yeah,
those Reapers were definitely worth the money.
That's really nice.
And he knows that there is some proxy thing going on, but he has no idea if it's an Oracle or if it's a Robo. And there is a turret going up because he is expecting the Oracle, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad decision at all. The best thing you can do with early scouting units like that, like sure the Reapers could fight back home, but when you hurt the economy of someone that's going all in, it really like takes a lot of steam out of their push, because Welmu, if he's going to completely commit to this, he can't afford to actually reproduce those probes that he lost. So the Stalkers come in and do some poking. Marines take some damage, but he has a Marauder out. He has this bunker. I think if Koss gets 1 more bunker, like he can hold this. I think if he gets 2 more bunkers, he's 100% going to hold it. But
Yeah,
With
I mean, one bunker is not going to be enough here for Cass. He needs to
Yeah.
put up another bunker. But, I mean, he knows that there is something shady going on. He just doesn't really know exactly what. But I guess he is figuring out more and more that there is not an Oracle, because the Oracle would have already been in his mineral line by now. So he should know.
Yeah, he scans. He sees
Scan
that
going
there's,
down,
he
sees
sees there's only
nothing.
2 gateways. I think the probe damage really did it. I think the probe did too. It was too much damage losing those probes because
Yeah.
getting these immortals out. There's no zealots, so Koss can he can actually pull SCVs, and with just SCVs could actually hold this off if he gets this around. So the sentries are there for the force fields, but if he gets,
Oh, and he's scared for Blink, I think.
yeah, I don't know. It's
Making
really
another
weird.
bunker is in further into his base, so I guess he is a bit scared that there might be Blink going on here.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think you need to have zealots with this type of attack, just because the SCVs are so good versus stalkers and immortals. But he's coming in. The SCV's actually not repairing immediately. He'll pick that off. And there's the Guardian Shield. That bunker, of course, like we said, it fell very quickly. Stim is so close. And there are the SCVs now being pulled against this. This should be able, if he gets a good position to stop this. I'd like to see a mineral walk behind. And there he goes. He's just going to get the hug of death. 2 immortals caught on the high ground. He just completely
SCVs
crushes
are so
that.
imba.
SCVs are good, man. It's like Care Bears, except they have razor blades in their hands. Like, they're so good sometimes, especially versus attacks like this with no zealots. Like, zealots
Yeah.
crush SCVs, but all the other gateway units aren't really that good if you get surrounded. So,
I feel like normally with this push, you should not be able to hold if you do like Cass. If you only have that one bunker and you actually
Yeah.
lose the bunker right
it's
away.
the
but
7
because he
probes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 7 probes. He kills so many probes at the start, and like you said, that gives Welmu less zealots. We see 1 zealot on the map, yeah. So Cass is fine, even though he's not supposed to be.
Yeah, and he has Stim as well, so there's nothing that
Yeah.
Welmu can do. He can't force this ramp. We have the starport coming in. He's doing a very smart thing, though, keeping the sentries at the bottom. He's basically saying, okay, Koss, try to come down this ramp, and I will just force field you out. And I actually want to see if I can get the camera for Welmu. I just want to see where Welmu... Yeah, Welmu has his camera on top of his army. He's constantly looking there to try to see if Koss comes down so that he can land a force field and lock the units outside. Because if he cuts the Terran ball in half, this is enough units to actually kill off this army with the good force fields. And now he's bringing the Observer as well, so he could do some low ground firing. But now the starport's here, and this is where it gets tricky because these medevacs come out and he can go across the map. Welmu can't stay here much longer.
Yeah, I mean, Welmu is... I still think it's good that he's standing here, just containing Cass for quite some bit while he's taking his expansion, and he's going up to so much gas already. And that Robo, he's gonna go up to Colossus, it seems, and a second Robo, actually.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably too scared to build his Colossi on the other side of the
Yeah,
map.
yeah.
Like that's a really ballsy thing to do. Just build your Colossi on next to your opponent's third base. Because if he tries to
not?
run home, like if a single medevac that flies past that robotics facility kills the Colossus for free, it's like, oh well, that sucks. But
That would be so much fun. But at least he could like move up and down here with up through the rocks and down and up and down. So he could be a bit tricky there with that proxy Colossus. But yeah, I guess you have a good point there. Not a good idea to build Colossus on the other side of the map. It's a bit too expensive to lose like that.
yeah, the last time I saw an effective proxy Colossus was when I was in Diamond League. But Koss is moving across the field. He does have his medevacs. And what's here to defend? The first Colossus for Welmu is almost halfway done. He does have an Immortal. He basically has that same force he had earlier. He hasn't been able to invest in army supplies, so holding this off is going to be really tough. There's not even a Mothership Core here. Okay, there it is now, with the Photon Overcharge, but Stalker does get picked off, and this is a problem because the Mothership Core was really late, so he doesn't have enough energy to Photon Overcharge both bases. He has to take this fight on the ramp, and Koss just has so much stimmed bio is just so good without that Colossus on the field.
Yeah, I feel like Cass can just kill Welmu here and now because, like you said, there is no more energy on that Mothership Core, and soon he will be able to push into the natural base again if he doesn't manage to kill off the Protoss player here in the main base.
Yeah, I feel like you want to get the Marauders to target fire down the Colossus, but he's just going to kill everything else, and now he's getting on top of it, focusing the Colossus. It's so low, it's in the red, he barely doesn't get it. It's so close, it's only got one hit point there, finally. And he's going to try to kill off the robotics facility. He won't be able to produce any more Colossi. The probe's being pulled for Welmu, and there's the GG Koss. is going to be able to tie this up 1-1.